Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Starkside. While you're here, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe, as well as the notification bell. So today we'll be talking about the Star Wars The Black series, The Empire Strikes Back 40th Anniversary Celebrations, YODA. So here we have YODA in this cool looking card packaging for the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. So at the front, we get Yoda here and an image of Yoda as he appears in the film. And at the back, we get this brief caption celebrating the anniversary of the film, as well as the other figures from this wave. Alright, let's get Yoda out of the packaging. And here we have Master Yoda. Now before we talk about the figure itself, let's go over the accessories. So Yoda comes with a decent amount of accessories. So here we have his cane, this snake, his binoculars, and of course his lightsaber. So the cane here looks pretty nice. I like the sculpt and the brown paint apps. It makes it look like real wood, so that looks good. Just a minor gripe about it, I do wish the material that they used here was sturdier because this one tends to be a lot bendy. You also get this accessory, so I think this is a creature that can be found in Dagobah, where Yoda lived in exile after Order 66. I think this looks great. We get some nice texturing here, so the skin looks like actual scales. However, I think this could have been made with a bendy wire material, so you could bend it and articulate it somehow, but it's not enough to bother me. And we also get these binoculars, which I actually didn't notice at first because Yoda was wearing it in the packaging. But I think this is a neat addition to this piece, so it's sculpted nicely. It's made of this solid black plastic, so no complaints here. And finally, we have his lightsaber, and even though this wasn't shown in the original trilogy, I'm really happy this was included with this piece here. And I think this is done well. I love how detailed the hilt is and how the paint apps are done. I don't think it's messy, you know. The actual blade itself is made of this translucent green plastic, and this looks really good. Also, like with other lightsaber accessories, the blade is removable, but the hilt itself doesn't have a hook to attach it to his belt somewhere. But overall, just really happy that this was included. So just a brief bio about this character. So for those not familiar with Yoda, he was the Jedi Order's Grand Master during the Galactic Republic, leading battles in the Clone Wars and later dueled Darth Sidious himself towards the end of the war. And after he failed to kill Sidious, he went into self-exile in Dagobah, where he would later meet and train Luke Skywalker. And now looking closely at the figure itself, so the head sculpt here looks really good. This does capture the likeness of Yoda as he appears in the original trilogy. And I'm liking all the sculpted details that we get on his face here. We even get his gray hair at the back, so no complaints there. And the rest of the figure is fantastic as well. So one thing that I love about Black Series figures is that they tend to maximize the use of actual cloth, of actual fabric in their figures. So I really love that they use this beige fabric for his robes here. And we also get these fringes at the end to make it look like these robes are really old, which in the movies they actually are. And moving the robes aside a bit here, we get this brown shirt inside, so he has an additional set of robes inside, which I think looks good. It's got this nice texturing to it as well. And the arms also look good. The sleeves of the shirt look nice. We get some wrinkles there. That's great. And the hands are also done well. I love how the nails are painted in properly here, so I think this sculpt looks awesome. The belt also looks good, so it's made of this solid plastic material, you know, but bendy as well. I do wish it came with a hook for his lightsaber, but I'm fine with this anyway. I also want to show that you can unhook the belt here if you want to remove it, so that's a cool, neat feature for this piece. So if you want to do like a Clone Wars era / prequel era Yoda with the inner robes showing, this is very much possible with this feature. We also get his pants here, so like the inner shirt, it's made of this brown plastic with nice texturing and some sculpted details like wrinkling here and there, so that's good. And just like with his hands, the feet look good. The nails are painted in properly, and we also get more details here, like the wrinkling here on his toes to show his age. So overall, I think the sculpt and paint apps on this figure are amazing. Now let's go over the articulation for this figure. So being a small character, being a small figure, I don't expect to see a lot of articulation, which for me is not a problem, since it does make sense given his age and health and Empire Strikes Back. Anyway, Yoda can look up only that far, so that's limited and not so much downwards. His head does rotate, but you can't rotate it a full 360. But we do get some nice neck pivot here, so that's good. His arms move upward that far, so it's over 90 degrees, that's great. And you can bend them down all the way as well. His shoulders do rotate 360. We don't get any bicep swivel here, and surprisingly for a small figure, we get double jointed elbows here, so that actually came as a shock to me. Anyway, his wrists do rotate and they hinge sideways. He has a diaphragm pivot that allows him to move sideways, bend forward, backwards, and rotate side to side. His legs can kick forward very far and just a bit backwards. His hips move outward that far, that looks good. He has an upper thigh cut. And no knee articulation for this figure, so I think I'm okay with that. His ankles move up only that far, not so much downwards, but they do rotate, and they have ankle pivot as well. Now for some figure comparisons, here's Yoda next to some other Black Series figures that I have. We have Ahsoka and Darth Vader and the Bandai model kit R2-D2. And I think he scales up pretty well with these other figures here. So that's my review of the Star Wars The Black Series, The Empire Strikes Back, the 40th anniversary Yoda. So this figure has a decent amount of accessories, awesome sculpt, and surprisingly decent articulation, so I think this figure is awesome. And if you're wondering where I got this figure, so I actually got this figure from TOYCON Philippines 2022. I do have a video of that event, so if you want to check that out, I'll add a card up here. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of my review. Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you still haven't, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. You can also follow me on social media, links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.